going on, guys? This is Berz here to talk to you today about the 215 Gear Ultimate Riggers Belt. Comes with the Cobra buckle, 7 class stitching. I'll tell you what, you can't get much better than this. So let me go ahead and take it out of my battle belt and let's take a closer look. Alright, so here we have the 215 Gear Ultimate Rigger Belt. It's out of the battle belt that I had down there. And as you can see, it comes with the Cobra buckle. Why the Cobra buckle, you might ask? One reason is going to be because it's aluminum. It's going to be rust resistant. That's a huge thing. As you probably know, riggers belts of the past rust like crazy, especially in marine environments. So they went ahead and replaced this with a aluminum buckle, which does not rust. On top of that, they sewed this thing like nobody's business. You can see here that the sewing job is just extraordinary. It really, they go down the line the whole way with their 6 rows of sewing. This is 7 class sewn, and they have a nice attachment point here on the belt. Instead of having a V-ring, they have this attachment point which is made out of nylon, and it's stitched down here to make sure that you have no problems if you go ahead and use that to do what you need to do. Now, as far as this, the sewing goes, I mean, 215 is known for making great products, making great stuff. Why are they known for that? Number one is because of their stitching. And I'm going to go ahead and show you this entire belt and the stitching job that's done on it. As you can see here, here we go from the end. I'll just go down the line to look at this beautiful sewing job that we have going on with this belt. And on top of the sewing job is you have the thickness. Okay, look at that. 2 levels, 2 layers, all the way down. Makes it a nice rigid belt. And if you're looking for, I've used this for concealed carry, just throw this belt on. I like these quick release options. This is pretty much one of the only options for quick release, the Cobra buckle, because it's aluminum, if you're looking for rust resistance, and that's the reason they chose that. I love the stitching job. One thing you'll find with other belts is around the edges here, you'll find where they melt the edges, there can be like some roughness, some sharp edges. There's none of that right here with this belt at all. There's nice round edges, everything's nice and smooth, and you have nothing going on like that. So when I'm using this for concealed carry, which I did initially, you don't have anything rubbing against you that's gonna bug the crap out of you. As far as, the stitch job, I don't think it get any better than a stitch job. They really take pride in what they do there. Alright, so here we have a competitor of the 215 Gear Ultimate Rigger Belt. This is another made in the USA branded product that's made by Voodoo Tactical. Everyone's seen it. It's definitely a lesser price than what the 215 Gear is, but you're going to have some inferiorness to it, and you're also going to have some copying going on. I've done a lot of research into the attachment point here and how Voodoo Tactical is now doing that on this belt, and this has probably been about a year now. It's taken me a while to research, it's taken me a while to test these out. I've had these both for about a year now. Actually, I've had this for about 6 months. But getting back to the point, the attachment point system with the nylon on the 215 is the innovator in that game. Voodoo Tactical is basically copying that design off of them, okay? 215 is the one that the company had said, hey, let's try to figure out how to make it less weight, get a piece off of the belt that can possibly rust, and, nice and flat, and let's try to figure that out. They went ahead and did that, and you can see actually the difference between the two if you look up close in the stitching, okay? This one has 2 stitch points here, has a stitch point on the back end. This one does not. Okay, this goes right directly to where the belt starts. This has a stitch point here and a stitch point here. You can see it's built to withstand this being used as an attachment point. This Voodoo Tactical one, in my opinion, is more of a hey, look, we're doing the same thing, but really not. The Voodoo Tactical, though, you have to have differences here between the buckles. There's some high sides and low sides to each. I do like the Cobra buckle, except for the fact of the thickness of it. As you can see here, it is a little bit thicker, and I do like the action on the Raptor. This is the USA made Raptor. If you're looking for an all USA made buckle, the Raptor is it. There is a part inside the Cobra buckle that is not, I guess, sourced in the USA. So you hear people that market for the Raptor say, hey, this is 100% American made. Okay, and it also does, I think, 4,000 pounds of holding strength, and this is 2,000 pounds. Let me tell you what, this is going to snap you in half before it breaks, before it snaps in half or gives away. Okay, so you could say something's going to hold 8,000 pounds, but your body has a breaking point, so I don't think that marketing really goes anywhere. Back to the 215 gear. I really like this belt. Like I said, I've been using it for concealed carry. I've been using it mainly for my battle belt. I really like how, the action on it, it does work very well. As you can see, the one selling point is if you have one of these that you have off, you can hook one, okay, and it's not going to go loose, and as soon as this slips up, it'll catch. Okay, you see that? As soon as this comes up, it'll snap back in. Okay, so you're not getting any problems there. It does good. It's really held up well. You can see that, yeah, I have some scratches and stuff on there, but really, I mean, that is holding up very well to all the kind of, on the ground when I'm going prone against things. I've had this out to Arizona, and really, this has taken a beating, and the inside's really not worn at all because it's on the inside of the battle belt. So they have different sizes. This one's a medium, which is a 30 to 35. They have the large, which is a 35 to 40. Then they have an extra large, which is 40 to 45. I'd really like to see those maybe have 5 different sizes. 5 inches of play really kind of gets goofy on the ends here, I think. As far as having a lot to put back on here. I mean, if you're the smallest guy and you're going to put this through, you're going to have that much slack, right? And that's just a ton of slack. And I think they could definitely do their sizing a little bit better and just maybe do like a 30 to 33, 33 to 35, or 36, 36 to 37, 37 to 40. Maybe like a 3-inch difference versus the which I think is a little extensive in the 5-inch difference. As far as it holding true, I've had no problems with it holding up. I put it at a certain size and lock it in. I have no action problems with the buckle at all, and I really like the overall feel of this belt. The one thing I like to see different is the colors. They have black and khaki. I like to see a foliage green, a multicam. I think they actually are coming out with a multicam. I would also like to see like an OD green or a Ranger green. I think that would definitely open up to the not so much the commercial market, but more of the tactical market, and I think they maybe would sell a few more if they had a few different colors, because people, everyone wants to make sure that they, if I have a lot of OD stuff, make sure I have my OD belt, even though it really doesn't matter, I think it would definitely sell a lot more because, a lot of people are like that, am I like that? Maybe on some things, but, if you're wearing a khaki belt, who cares? It's not really a big deal. But, I think they could definitely sell a few more if they had a few more colors. But like I said, if you're looking for a bomb-proof belt, this belt is definitely one of the ones you're going to want to take a look at, because over 215 Gear, they're working to make sure that they make the best stuff available to you and making sure that you like the gear that you have. And if you don't, if you have any problems with this gear, you contact them. They're very personable over there. They'll definitely take care of you, and they're going to make sure that what they put in your hands is going to take you out and put you in the best position possible to win in whatever situation you're in. So if you guys have a 215 Gear Ultimate Riggers belt, go ahead and leave your comments down below. If you have any comments or questions, put them down below. And until next time, later.